So great questions. We have events we're working on that are coming up. Nothing set out there yet. We're in the drawdown phase. We just finished with our partnership with Step Up, so we've been taking vacations, settling out everything that it takes to settle out, and we're slowly starting to build back up with our new partnership with a group called Kids Notes. They're fantastic. But we're gonna start announcing things. We're gonna have things coming up in September, October, November, moving forward. So just entry points, fun points for folks to come and get involved and learn and see how you can be a part of this amazing family that we call Band Together. As far as our service area, is we work with any nonprofits that are that have a base in the Triangle area. So however you want to define the Triangle, we can look at. We're just now starting our vetting process for our partnerships for 2017. We work 2 years ahead of time. Kids Notes is our 2016 partner. Their event ends in 16. We selected them back in October, November. We're now starting the process for picking 17. So if you have an interested nonprofit, now's the time. We have letters of intent are due in a couple weeks for folks that are interested in becoming a Band Together partner.
All that's on the website, yep. bandtogethernc.org.
When I first came to Band Together, I worked for the YMCA for 13 years, and I was the first executive director hired by Band Together. I was the first staff member ever. So I had to really understand my situation. And walking into it, I knew that I had about 50 or 100 ardent supporters of Band Together, leaders, type A personalities. So for me to step in and start swinging a big stick and making change, man, I'm gone within 6 months. I think leading is really understanding who you're working with, and sometimes you're the pusher, sometimes you're the puller, sometimes you're in the middle. I think to me, leadership is all about situational awareness, and then I'll go back to my earlier comments, just being honest and vulnerable with people, letting them know who you are as a person, goes a long way.
Yeah, and for me, I would just say, you just need to let go. That's hard to do because we are all type A. We're controlling in some ways. It's our baby. But the minute that I let go and let Matt take over and lead this organization, we went from raising $588,000 to $865,000. This year, $2 million came into the community. So I'm still invested and working really hard. But Matt is now got the microphone, and I'm still a microphone piece for the organization. But that was very hard for me. Matt's made some mistakes, and I try not to call him out on that because I had to learn that it was not my organization anymore. This is the community's organization led by somebody else.
I made mistakes?
I never, and to that point, I never let him know because you had to let go. Anybody else?
Yeah, I know Danny can speak historically. I can also speak, man, Band Together's trajectory has been crazy. And the only analogy I can really put to it to make sense in my brain is like you're building the plane while you're flying the plane. So sometimes it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back. You hope you've built enough trust with your partners that when you make a mistake, there's some grace there, there's some forgiveness, and we've been fortunate that that's happened because we don't do it right every year, even still today. I mean, there's times where we get it right, and obviously we have some really big wins, but man, there's definitely times that it hurts. You make a wrong move with a donor, or you make a bad decision for a board hire. I mean, there's all kinds of different variables. You just got to realize you're going to make mistakes. I mean, Dan even told you I make mistakes, and he does as well. And
I hate him.
Touche. But I think it's just the understanding and being honest with one another. Yep.
Yeah, and the only thing I would add to that is that in the early days, I don't think we understood what succession planning was. And now I look back and I think we figured it out the hard way. But create some succession planning. I think it's important for owners and leaders to be in the trenches. I mean, we put the events on. We were out there cleaning up the glass. And then we knew, and we found the right people to sort of bring in to groom, and we became mentors for those people, and start thinking about who your future leaders are, get them in place, and take them under your wing and empower them, and then find yourself in a more strategic visionary role, execution and strategy and things like that, which are really, really critical to the organization. And then you've got all these other people doing the work, and both are very, very important. Great.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man.